Alrighty, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Buns1234 here. As you can see, I am back in the Crew 2 for another live summit. So, yeah, I do apologize for last week's summit. How the game basically ended randomly. I did say that in last Wednesday's Crew 2 vehicle customization video, but yeah. There's not much I could do about it. It just literally just randomly ended, and it kind of frustrated me at the exact same time because I couldn't keep the whole footage. So, yeah. So hopefully today, weather's actually nice and clear today, so the stream should hold up quite well. But we are going to head over to the HQ because there is some stuff I need to purchase, as well as I needed to go through and check out all the Far and Beyond discounts. And I'm actually driving this quite well. So there are two brand new, technically brand new for some players, other players it's not. But we've got some new returning vehicles, and I'm actually really hyped to collect them. I'm also hoping I've got that vehicle. I'm pretty sure I did, because I try and stick around the 1.2 mil mark, just because why not? So let's head over to the Far and Beyond store, and let's have a look in there. Then we'll do this week's summit, because I did have to buy the bundle. Okay, so first thing first, we have got this. Oh, it's got that. I do want that nitro. I do want that nitro. Okay, so that's kind of cool. What else we got? Trackmania. I actually missed out on this. I missed out on the underglow and the window tint. Okay, so I can get that this week. So that's kind of dope. How have we got in here? Oh, the Spear Racing Underglow and the Spear Shockwave Smoke. Okay, they're kind of dope. The Underglow is actually really cool. What else do we have? Everything else is normal. So we do need to buy this, because I do need both of these. That's the one thing I'm actually very hyped to have, because I actually love driving the original one, but for some reason this one is just meant to be better. So yeah, I will purchase these bundles later. What do we got here? So I can just buy that. That's kind of cool. Agent Smoke. Wingtip Vortex Smoke, huh? Okay, that's kind of dope. Nope. Let's have a look at these. They will go well with one of the other cars that have like a yellow through it, so I might get them. Won't get that. I can just buy that straight away from this bundle, because I don't really care about the multicolored smoke. It's mainly the nitros that I like, because I have too much smoke as it is. So there's actually some decent discounts and all that. So that's actually really cool. Oh, sorry guys, I literally just woke up. I had a horrible night's sleep last night, and I literally just woke up, seeing the time, and yep, I need to stream. Screw it, let's grab all of it, because you know, why not? Hey, let's jump into the live summit. Now, did I win last week's platinum? I did. Very comfortably as well. So I will be doing a video on that, even though I did the other version of it last week. But you know what? there's nothing I can do. So we've got 3 more to go, and that one there, full customizations for the McLaren Senna. Okay, I do want those tires. Hold on. Sorry for the yawning, ladies and gentlemen. I can't do much about it. All right. So so the Hypercar Glory is the last summit. That Monday, that Monday before that summit ends, Motorfest will come out for me, and I'll be streaming that as well. So, yeah. First things first, what do we need for next week? I don't have that. Okay. So, the M500. Okay, so next week's is mainly race. Yeah, mainly race. I do like that. I'm actually quite comfortable with that. Too bad you can't actually go into the rest of them and actually have a look. But, you know, what else can you do? What have we got here? Okay, I'll get money for this anyway. So, it's mainly Alpha GP through the whole thing. Okay, before we do anything, 1 second, ladies and gentlemen, I do want to buy one thing. Okay, I've been playing GTA today, so... Well, I was playing GTA earlier, so I held X to sprint. I am going to buy this. Hopefully that didn't go onto my R34. Nope. Awesome. Because disciplines go straight down to Alpha GP. Because this is classified as a Spear racing car. So, can I put it on it? That's the Motorfest one. It should be up here more. If I can't put it on, I'm going to be absolutely devastated. There we go. And the other one was tire smoke as well, so I will be putting that on as well. I will do a quick little customization of this. I'm not going to do any videos on the returning vehicles because I don't really see the point. We'll put them on nitro. Let's just go with, we'll do that, and that's that done. What has my nitro cam set on it? You have a nitro cam set on it. Okay. So let's go over to here. This is probably a very bad idea, but you know what? Do I care? Absolutely not. $426 is not too bad. Okay, so I'm going to need the glow, because the glow actually is my main GP car. Sorry. I'm having a lot of mental blanks, but like I said, I have only just woke up, so it's very understandable. My brain is not working right now. Alright, let's jump back into here. So I need Alpha GP. So it's just Alpha GP to the whole thing, but I need the glow for basically all of it. Pretty much. Miami Harbor. And I'm in a boat. Okay. Oh, this could go absolutely horribly wrong. Now, I don't have the Frosha 1414 Demon. That actually is the best boat in the game for anything skill related. Oh. But I'm just not a fan of the way it looks, so I'm not going to buy it. Unless Ivory Tower is allowed to do a restricted one where you actually have to have it, that'll be the only time I'll buy it. But other than that, I will not buy it at all. I'll take that quite happily, actually. Did stuff at the start of it, but I'll take that very happily. Start you off strong. I say that, but it ain't gonna end strong. Even I know that. San Bernardino. Okay. Now, which one is this again? Okay. Hypercar, maybe? If I can remember which one has my good Nitro Cam set onto it. It's not, I don't think it's the Bugatti. It could be the Bugatti, but I don't know if it is. If it is, it'll be on here. No, it's not. What was I driving last? I think it was a Ferrari. I think it was the Enzo, wasn't it? Nope, wasn't the Enzo. One second, ladies and gentlemen. Was it the Corvette? It was the Corvette. Awesome. This one, select it. Oh shit. Okay, if I can get a nice clean run down, I reckon I might be able to get a really good run. It's all about the start though. If I can get the start, I'll be able to do it. And I might go the opposite way this time instead of that way. If I can even get past there again. Okay, I'll take that little bump. Come on. I've probably taken a really horrible way to go, but you know what? I'm actually kind of comfortable with that. Depending on the score, yeah, I'm actually quite comfortable with that. If I can get it, like I said, if I can get a clean run all the way down, I might be able to do a really good run with that. But I'm happy with that. Very happy. Chicago. Now, which one is this one again? Ah, it's this one. Okay, so there is a couple ways of doing this. You can go literally straight, or if you head this way, if you follow this track, it's actually the better way. It can be a little bit more difficult because you have to watch out for all the vehicles and the elevation of the road and everything. And then when you get here, you just got to watch out for the boats and the water. But out of the two ways to go, this is the better way to go. And I'm very comfortable with that. So there is two ways to go. You can just go straight and go through the little river part, over the bridges and everything, or you can take that way, which is actually a lot cleaner. And if you have your skill set on an air race, you can actually get a really, really good score. I'm actually very happy with that. So let's jump into the first one of these. And we're jumping straight into a normal race. Okay. Don't know if the Glow Motorsport was probably a good choice for this, but who cares? I can just jump straight into that, but I'm not going to. We're going to grab this. So I'll use probably the Glow Motorsport for all the races, apart from the ones that are restricted.
Wow, 2 races to go. And this first one is through the heart of America's capital. They call it the District of Columbia because it's not a part of the 50 states, of course. But that doesn't mean it's neutral. And these drivers today won't be in neutral either. It's top gear thereafter. So let's see them rip through Washington.
I don't know how well I'm going to do with this. Maybe because the last time I raced on this, I was racing with a friend and I was in first person as well as a touring car. GP is just a lot more powerful and you have to be a lot more accurate when you take a turn. So in my opinion, well, in my way of driving when it comes to Alpha GP is it's a lot of brake and acceleration control. And not too much slowing down. So I try and treat these type of races as simulation style.
Turning now into the administrative district, where they'll have to start contending with some much sharper turns.
First lap actually was kind of clean. This lap's actually not that clean. So basically, in my way of racing, the smoother you are, the better, which is technically the best way to race. But I do a lot of brake and acceleration control to try and keep the car as smooth as possible without basically losing too much speed as well as sliding out. So the smoother you can race, and the quicker you can get through corners, the better your chances are going to be to get a better time. I do race on these tracks better with a touring car, but
making their way back onto the national
I haven't raced on any of these tracks for a while.
Wow.
235. That's actually not too bad. That's basically pretty average for me.
And even greater things still to come. Next up, we'll be racing.
Yeah, it's pretty average.
Of Chicago.
Was there? There's 6 of those races, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 6. Okay. I will change the parts around to the next vehicle so I can stick with that. Where are we today?
Hey, thanks for joining us today in sunny Southern California for this
Los
next
Angeles,
trip to the
okay.
USST through the beautiful city of Long Beach.
I am looking forward to racing in Seattle because Seattle, I absolutely love the Seattle track. It's very, very fast paced, but at the exact same time, you have to be on point where you angle your car. Okay, I'm probably in the wrong vehicle for these, but if I want a better time, I will do it off stream. I'm just gonna quickly run through these as fast and as smooth as possible.
That's not a roller coaster up ahead. It's a pedestrian footbridge designed to look like one, built in honor of an amusement park that used to be here known as the Pike.
Oh. Also, this car has no pro settings on it whatsoever, so it doesn't have 0, 10, 0, 0, 10, 10. It doesn't have air distribution down or anything. This has nothing. Because for some reason, the new races that came with the new GP cars, if you had pro settings, well, if I had pro settings on them, I couldn't drive. So, yeah. Pro settings does help, but I'm not the greatest driver when it comes to Alpha GP. If I'm going down the highway or something like that, I can actually drive them. If I'm in an actual GP race with a friend, I can drive. But normally I don't use pro settings for GP just because of how powerful they are, how much torque they have on takeoff and everything. It's kind of no point. Okay, they were kind of smooth. Screwed that. Again, it's a lot of brake and acceleration control here.
Up after these 2 turns. On a clear day, you can see all the way out to Catalina and the Channel Islands from here.
I bet the 3-minute mark is just, it might not be a good enough run in my opinion, but then at the second time, all it is a vanity item or parts. I'm not really too phased. I still managed to get over 110,000. I'm actually kind of happy. I'm actually very happy with that. Right, so let's change the parts over to the next vehicle that I need. Get out of this. And we'll do some quick pro settings for it as well. So, of course, just the standard 0, 0, 10, 10, and then I do a little... Then I go a little bit crazy. For some reason, I go a little bit crazy. Yeah, that'll do. 1.93. Holy shit, this thing must be quick as all hell. Okay. Not really complaining. Don't know if I'm about to handle it, but I'm not really complaining. And we're in Chicago for this one. Okay. So one of the bottom 2 or the end one is going to be Seattle. Don't know which one it is, but
Here we are today in the Windy City on the southwest bank of Lake Michigan on an absolutely gorgeous race day afternoon.
there is
Many
one
thanks to the
race I'm
mayor
not
of
looking
Chicago
forward to
for
doing,
agreeing to host us today. And best of luck to our
and that
drivers
is
as they kick off this last race of the USST
San Francisco.
season.
I'm not looking forward to doing San Francisco. Okay, this vehicle's actually not bad. Like, this vehicle's actually pretty decent. And yes, this is my first time driving this vehicle as well, so I'm actually kind of shocked on how well it's driving. I say that as I crash into a wall. Again, since all these are GP races, it's all about brake control, brake and acceleration control in and out of corners, as well as finding the perfect apex. If you can find that perfect apex and be able to do the brake and acceleration control, you're going to get a really good time. Just use up all my nitro there, and you know what? There's nothing I can do about it.
Coming up full throttle on turn 1 now, and the site of the famous 1893 Chicago World's Fair.
I can't turn this at high speed like everyone else, but then again, at the same time, I'm so used to driving touring cars on these tracks. They handle a lot differently, and I can drive in first person in a touring car. Ow. Okay, not gonna lie, this vehicle's actually pretty decent. It probably would drive a lot better on open road, and once I actually learn how to drive it, but other than that, it's actually not too bad. I am looking forward to driving the Expo though, because the Expo for quite a while, until I bought the RB14, the original Expo was my main GP car. And then all of a sudden I couldn't drive it, and then I found the RB14, and I've managed to beat literally every record that I have been able to set for myself, and that's how it stays. You can actually get a really good driving line with this. I'm actually kind of surprised. Shit. Again, I'm not the best driver, nor will I ever be the best driver.
Towards a hairpin turn just up ahead.
Damn, I'm not even gonna beat 4 minutes 20. 4 minutes 23? Basically 4 minutes 23. I'm not complaining. That's actually not too bad.
What an amazing series of races this has been for our drivers and for everyone watching.
That actually was pretty decent for
We'll
me.
be back in a few months with something new and very special. So keep your eye on Motorflix, and I'll see you soon.
Alrighty, now let's switch the parts back over to the glow. That's what I actually have to do. So yeah, this one right here was my main GP car, and then I stumbled across that, and that was it until I bought that. And that has just taken over everything. So, yeah. And then once this race is done, I have to switch back over. And San Francisco in the Globe Motorsport, this is going to go absolutely awful. I'm not looking into getting a really good time for this, ladies and gentlemen. Doesn't matter how well I drive, my driving on this track is absolutely atrocious. And I'll be the first to admit it. I will be the first to admit I am absolutely atrocious when it comes to this race. At least we go up against GP cars, not touring cars, so that's a plus.
San Francisco. There's a lot of nicknames for the city by the bay, but me, I just call it home. I've lived here in SF for 30 years and proud of it. So let's take a high-octane tour through what I consider the greatest city in the
far so
world,
good.
and show them what it means to be the USST.
First little wall nudge. Shit. I'm coming out of the corners too aggressively. That one just didn't want to turn. Again, the Globe Motorsport is nowhere near the best. The best GP car is the Mark II. It's what everyone else is going to use. I have it. It's just I'm not a fan of it. I don't like the way it drives. So I stick with ones that I am basically more familiar with and know how to drive. I will change it up for the last race though, because if the last race is Seattle, I will go to my original
Bridge up ahead, crossing over to Oakland and the East Bay.
meta vehicle for myself, which is the RB14.
One of which, known as Treasure Island, is entirely man-made.
So I'm hoping the last race is Seattle. Okay, that was kind of clean. Again, I don't like that corner. I always screw up that one corner. It's even when I race. It's the exact same when I race in touring car. I always screw up that corner. It's just I always screw up this corner right here because I go too quick. And that corner there, it's always a 50-50 chance. That was actually kind of clean. So was
you can
that.
See now some of the Victorian style architecture that's typical of homes in San Francisco. Rents are pretty high these days, and the city enforces strict rent control. So when people snag a house like that, they stay a long time.
Oh, didn't go wide. That was my bad. Also, I am not using the right tires as well. The best tires for these type of races are the smooth stretch asphalt, but I don't like the way they look, so I stick with ones that I like the look of, which are normally just these.
And I hope you're not tired of sunshine, because up next is...
That was actually a lot better than what I thought I was going to do. Holy shit. Right, I'm going to quickly have a look at the other two races, see which ones they are. I'm hoping the last one is Seattle. New York. Okay, so we're doing this. We're doing Seattle in the Expo R Spear Racing Edition. Not complaining. Hopefully I can drive it. This is my first. I have driven it. As you can see, it does have 12 Ks driven on it, but I actually haven't owned it. I tested it out as well as the other Expo, and I figured out that I want this one more than the other one, but I couldn't get the other one. Well, the one I'm driving now. So I bought the others. Bought the other Expo, and yeah. The rest is history. So this is my first official race in this. So I don't have high hopes.
You know, the Pacific Northwest might have a reputation for being gray and rainy, but when the sun comes out, this is one of the most beautiful cities.
Okay, it's a trail smoke. I like that.
You've got the mountains. You've got a city just bursting with life. So, let's kick it into high gear and check out Seattle. Here we are now. Entertain us.
Oh, shit. Okay, I knew this was going to go absolutely awful. I cannot drive this at all. I see why this vehicle was a meta for so long. Doesn't wall ride very well though. Okay. I definitely need to use the smooth stretch asphalt for these type of races, but I'm not doing too bad with what I'm using.
For the 1962 Seattle World's Fair.
I just need to kind of master how this thing drives.
Cocktail napkin. Today, it's the most recognizable shape in the city.
Because it's very strange. Like, it does turn quite quickly, but also it's very reactive. And if you're not quick enough to turn the opposite way, it's not going to turn for you. But I see why this car was a meta for so long. It does wall ride. I'm surprised that it does wall ride.
Monorail here, another landmark built for the 1962 World's Fair.
Again, this is also a very horrible run from me. I do know this race very well. It's just with this vehicle, it's almost like I don't know the race at all. I do apologize. I am trying the best I can, but it ain't going very well. But I still pulled off a 2:38, which is roughly around about my quickest time for a touring. So, yeah.
As the circuit makes its way to
I only just got 104,000. I'm all cool with that because, like I said, platinum for this week is just parts. I'm not really too phased. It's not a nitro. They're not nitro cam, are they? No. So I'm not really too phased. I'm not too phased at all. In fact, I really don't care. All right, let's switch back to the Concept Globe Motorsport because this has been doing really well for me for the main races. as well as this is also the last event. It's also New York, so there is one part in this on this race that I absolutely hate. And I hate with a passion. So yeah, that the Alpha Mark II is the best for the GP spec, hands down. If you have that, you don't need it. You literally do not need any others, because that is literally the best. It's also, I think it's also the best for the US Speed Tour next races. I'm not 100% sure, because I use this car because it gets to 500 plus Ks.
The most recognizable city on Earth. If you can make it here, you can make it anywhere. This area is usually jam-packed with traffic and pedestrians, but today the streets are clear for an all-out speed contest past one of the most vertical cities in the world. Hope you're ready, because it's race time.
Okay, that was a horrible line. Well, I got through the part that I absolutely hate of this track. I'm actually not complaining with it.
Drivers should be getting a nice view of the Williamsburg Bridge in the distance, crossing from the Lower East Side over into Brooklyn. It was once the longest suspension bridge in the world. Not anymore, but still an important thoroughfare.
Okay, I'm actually not doing too bad on this race. I haven't had any major hits on a wall yet. Oh, managed to almost save that. Okay, I screwed it. I might be able to beat the 3-minute mark. We'll find out though. So if I can beat the 3-minute mark, I'll be very happy. Ow. Now, if I'm not too tired tonight, I will be continuing my Minecraft
I've been here myself for
survival world again, just because there's a lot I have to do, and I'm doing everything on stream. I'm not taking any shortcuts or anything like that. I'm not collecting anything off stream. Doing it all on stream. So yeah.
What an amazing start to the US Speed Tour, huh? Incredible racing today.
I bet the 3-minute mark. I'm actually very happy. And an average of 120. That's actually, I'm actually really comfortable with that. The only one I'm not comfortable with is this. It was the Expo Speed Racing one, which is that one right there, which I'm hovering over right now. This one, very disappointed in that, but there's not much I can do. It was my first ever race in that. It was my first ever race in that as well. It's just for some reason I could drive that really well. So yeah, I'm not complaining too much. Again, the best car to use for all Alpha GP races, especially for this summer, is the Alpha Mark II. You have that, you're basically gonna get very, very high scoring. But I'm not a fan of it. I might do some of the races off stream and see if I can beat my own times, but if not, I'm not really too phased. But anyway guys, I'll wrap up here. Thank you all for tuning in. If you want to do my channel or find yourself coming back on a regular basis, why not head down there, hit that subscribe button. It'll mean the absolute world to me. So please do head down there. Do check out my other videos. Do check out my other streams. I do post more than just Crew 2. I've got a few playthroughs going on with Far Cry Primal and Batman Arkham Knight. Apart from the last Batman Arkham Knight stream was a bit faulty, but again, not my fault. But again, thank you all for tuning in. I should see you all again later on tonight with some Minecraft. It's gonna be a peaceful stream. I'm just going through, collecting materials, and that's basically about it. I might do a little bit of exploring, but other than that, I will be just mainly collecting materials. I might have to start collecting some sand and all that other fun stuff. But once we start it, we'll get into it and all the other fun stuff. But again, thank you all again for tuning in. Like I said, if you are new, do check out my channel, do subscribe, do drop a like as well. It would mean the absolute world to me. But as always, thank you all for tuning in, and stay safe, stay frosty, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace!